Hello students, how are you? I hope all you are doing well. Today I am here to make you understand your lesson number 3 of geography, that is the planetary motions, also known as motions of the planets or the motions of the earth. Let us start now. As we see daily, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. But in actually it is not so. The sun does not move at all. It is stationary, means static at a place. It does not move. What moves are the planets. Planets have two types of motions or movements: rotation and revolution. The movement of the earth or any planet around the sun in a fixed path is known as revolution. The spinning movement of the earth on its axis is known as rotation. Let us know more about rotation. Rotation is the movement of the earth that causes day and nights. The earth spins on its axis from west to east. It completes its one rotation in 24 hours. So we have one day and night of 24 hours. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line which makes an angle of 66.5 degrees with its orbital plane. The plane formed by the orbit is known as orbital plane. The rotation divides the earth into a lighted part and a dark part. The circle that separates the lighted part from the dark part is known as circle of illumination. So we have day as a lighted part and night as a dark one. The day and the night follow each other in all parts of the earth. Seasonal changes occur due to the inclination of earth's axis. If the axis of the earth was vertical or not inclined or tilted, then there would have been equal duration of day and night on the earth, on the all parts of the earth. There would have been no changes in the seasons also. And if the earth did not rotate, what would you think have happened? The half of the earth facing the sun would always have experienced the day and other half would always have experienced the night, and life would not have been possible in such an extreme condition. Rotation of the earth results in heat and light and darkness as well. The change from day to night causes variation or difference in temperature on the earth. There is an increase in temperature during the day and decrease in temperature during the night. Now let us know about revolution more. The second motion of the earth or the second movement of the earth around the sun in an elliptical orbit is called revolution. Elliptical orbit means that the path of the earth around the sun is of oval shape, not round or circular. The earth completes one revolution in a period of 365 days and 6 hours. And we consider 6 hours for the sake of convenience and ignore 6 hours. For the sake of convenience and ignore 6 hours. These remaining 6 hours every year added to make one day, and one day is equal to 24 hours. Over a span of 4 years, there is a surplus or an extra day which is added to the month of February. So every fourth year the month of February has 29 days instead of 28 days. Such an year is called a leap year. So leap year occur once every 4 years. The 2016 was a leap year followed by 2020. Now you will find which will be the next leap year. Cycle of seasons. The inclination of Earth's axis and the revolution on its orbit are together responsible for the change in seasons throughout the year. This cycle of season is divided into 4 parts, namely summer solstice, autumn equinox, winter solstice, spring equinox. Summer solstice. On 21st June, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. The rays of the sun fall directly on Tropic of Cancer. As a result of these areas receive more heat. The areas near the pole receive less heat as the sun rays are slanting over there. The North Pole is inclined towards the sun and the places beyond the Arctic Circle experiences continuous daylight for about 6 months. There is summer season in the northern hemisphere and winter season in the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, it is the longest day and shortest night, while in the southern hemisphere, it is the shortest day and longest night. From the Arctic Circle to the North Pole, the whole area experiences sunshine for 24 hours. This is known as the phenomenon of midnight sun. The countries of Norway and Sweden experience this phenomenon. The whole area from the Antarctic Circle to the South Pole experiences darkness for 24 hours, and this position of the earth is called summer solstice. Autumn equinox. From summer solstice, position of the earth gradually moves on, and on 23rd of September it reaches the position of autumn equinox. The length of the days start decreasing in the northern hemisphere. The opposite of it takes place in southern hemisphere. The North Pole and the South Pole remain equidistant from the sun on 23rd September. The sun rays fall vertically over the equator and the days and night become equal all over the world. This period in the northern and hemisphere is called the autumn season, and in southern hemisphere it is known as spring season. Let us know more about winter solstice now. From autumn equinox, the earth gradually moves and it reaches the position of winter solstice on 22nd of December. The South Pole remains inclined towards the sun on this day, and the sun rays fall vertically over Tropic of Capricorn. The day becomes shortest and night longest in the northern hemisphere, and the opposite occurs over in the southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere experiences winter season, while the southern experiences the summer season. Spring equinox. On 21st March, the sun remains equidistant from the North Pole and the South Pole. Hence, the sun rays fall vertically over the equator. The days and night become equal all over the world. This period in the northern hemisphere is known as spring equinox, and in the southern as autumn equinox. If the earth did not revolve around the sun, there would be no seasons. Because of the inclination of the earth's axis, each pole takes turn to tilt towards the sun. It explains why each hemisphere has different seasons in a period of 1 year. It happens because earth is in constant motion around the sun on an inclined axis. Thus, there is different durations of day and night hours, and there are changes in seasons because of the revolution of the earth. I hope you would have understood this chapter. So, we will meet for the next chapter now. Thank you.